Hey gang, Tony here with what I would deem the first really good yard sale weekend in probably a month or two. This year has been kind of slow, but finally had a pretty good one this time around. Got a bunch of stuff that I'm going to jump right in and show you. First stack of things I got here was some McDonald's plates, and really I only wanted one. I only wanted the one plate, which of course was a McDonald's Halloween plate. That's the guy I wanted. Pretty cool plate. I don't collect McDonald's stuff really, but I do collect Halloween stuff, and this really struck a nerve. He wouldn't sell it by itself. He said I had to take all of them, and he had $3 on the lot. I'll show you. The other ones are all carnival plates. So got the carousel, the roller coaster, Ferris wheel, Ferris wheel, and the Funhouse mirrors. So he wanted $3. I actually passed on it because I frankly didn't want all those plates. And he said, oh, take it for $2. So he kind of got me at that. I figured for $2 I get to keep the Halloween plate and do something with the rest. So that's the first thing today. Next up, this was actually an early on buy. I couldn't pass it up for $1. I just could not. It's a foot and part of a leg for $1. It was a pretty, I mean, you could get body parts pretty cheap at the dollar store, but this is a nice quality one, you know? It's got a little more to it than the straight up hard plastic ones that you get for $1 at the dollar store. So I really couldn't pass that for $1. I mean, you know me, right? With the Halloween stuff. This is made by Russ Berry and Company. I just got it because it's a freaking leg and a foot. Put it over here for now. Yeah. Okay. Next up, I'll show you this. Alright, so I was at one yard sale. This is where things get a little sad for a second. I'm gonna cry my eyes out. I'm so sad. I went to a yard sale where I asked for video games, of course. And the dude said, oh no, video games? I was like, oh god, here we go. What are you going to tell me? Everyone bought them. He just got rid of them all. He tells me that he put all of his video games, Nintendo, Super Nintendo, consoles, a bunch of games, put them out on the road for garbage. I didn't know what to do. I was freaking out inside. I'm like, oh my god. Ugh. To be the person who found that box of stuff, that's like my dream right there. You're walking down the road, driving past, you see a box of video games on the side of the road. I mean, come on. So I don't know what happened to it, if the garbage man took it and kept it, threw it away, if someone found it, but that was very sad. At his yard sale, I happened to cross the one remnant that was left from his Trash Day Massacre, and that was this Super Nintendo AC adapter. You can tell it's Super Nintendo, I mean, for one, based on the information on there, but also because it has the gray end. And I'm noticing that it's a little bent, but should be okay. Yeah, it's fine. I always pick up AC adapters for any consoles that I might see, because you never know. You never know. I definitely have Super Nintendos that need an official adapter, and so many times you find a console and they don't have the wires for it, so if I see wires, I always pick them up just in case. That was actually one of 2 people during this weekend that told me that they threw away their video game stuff. What the hell's going on with the world? I don't understand. I'll never understand that, but what are you going to do? So I had one, everything else is from one yard sale where this is like the score of the day, and it's sad to say this is like the score of the past 3 months or so. I have not gotten anything like this in a while. It was interesting because I spotted one game on a tarp, and then slowly like started seeing other stuff just scattered around. Most of it is in pretty poor condition. In fact, I even brought in my alcohol and paper towels in case I wanted to start cleaning them in between. But, alright, so let's see what I got here. One of the first things I saw was, I'm just going to grab, I don't remember which game it was, but I saw a random game sitting on the tarp, and I turned it over. It was a Nintendo 64 game, just a football game. So my first instinct, and these are in really rough shape. I mean, the contacts look, you know, like they're on the verge of being corroded, if not corroded. So I don't know if everything's going to work. This is going to be a big cleanup, a real big cleanup. But I saw that, and my first assumption is, you know, that was late. That was like at 11 o'clock. It was one of the last sales we went to. I assumed someone had come through, picked out all the good stuff, and left the football game because it's a football game. But then I spot a console. So I see this guy. It's a Nintendo 64. It's got the power adapter and the AV wires still in it. I check in the front there, and it has the jumper pack, which I don't know if you guys know, but a Nintendo 64 will not work without that. And yes, it's pretty dirty, as you can see, and it stinks like must. You know, it's been in a garage probably for years, and God knows it's probably been rained on and everything else. But there was a console, which got me a little more excited because I was like, well, someone wouldn't leave behind a console. They might leave behind a football game, but a console? So I snagged that. And then I spotted a Nintendo 64 controller on the tarp, but it was in really bad condition, so I left it. And then I saw this, which was something I wouldn't normally buy, but it's one of those plug-and-play systems. So all you do is you plug it into the TV, and it has games preloaded on here. But it's for the Intellivision. I've actually never seen an Intellivision one. Most often you see Atari, you see like the arcade games and stuff. Intellivision was technically my first console, and I couldn't pass that, so I snagged that guy. I put that to the side. And meanwhile, you know, I don't know how much any of this is going to cost. I'm just kind of putting stuff to the side on the tarp. And I continue to look, and then the next thing I spot was a GameCube adapter. Now, there was no GameCube there, but this is a power adapter for a GameCube, and as I just said previously, always pick up adapters if you see them. So I put that to the side. Then I saw this weird thing. I didn't know what it was at first. It turned out that it's a PS2 multiplayer adapter. So you actually plug that into a PS2, and it has spots for controllers and memory cards on both sides, so that if you want to play a game with more than 2 players, you need one of these guys. So put that to the side as well. And then I continue looking, and I see a bag. It's a plastic bag. I don't know what's in the plastic bag, so I kind of take a peek. What's in the plastic bag? More video games. So I take a look in the bag, and we have nothing spectacular, but, you know, I'm excited because it's the first real score I've gotten in a while. They got Toy Story 2 for the Nintendo. It's all Nintendo 64 stuff. It has Blockbuster stuff on the back. And we had Wipeout 64. You can see these are really dirty. I don't know. You won't be able to see in there really, but the contacts are kind of corroded looking. I'm hoping I could clean them up. I think I can. I've never had a problem with cartridge games. The Powerpuff Girls Chemical Extraction, Nintendo 64. not bad. And finally, probably the best game of the bunch, I think. I haven't looked them up, and as you guys know, I don't know too much about Nintendo 64. Bomberman Hero, I'm pretty sure is one of the better games. The most exciting game for me, anyway. Bomberman. Okay, so those were all the games. That was everything. And then I said, hey, do you have any other video games? I mostly asked because he had this random GameCube adapter, and I figured maybe there's a GameCube somewhere that goes with it. So he said, yeah, I think I do. And he went back in, and he came out, not with a GameCube, but with another Nintendo 64. This one also has the power adapter and the AV cords. This one is equally dirty, but I think possibly a little better off than the other one. And I think it has the expansion pack. Yeah, that's a memory expansion pack. Yeah, as you can see there, it's the RAM expander. Got another one of those, but it wasn't by itself. It actually had a game sticking out of it, which is in awful condition. This is like bleh, 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 bleh. Got a 007. Is that GoldenEye? Yes, that's GoldenEye. Really bad condition, back label's off. I actually have this game in really good condition, but I'm going to clean it up, you know, it should work. So another game, and it also had 2 controllers. I have a ton of Nintendo 64 controllers, so I wasn't going crazy about this one, but I was pretty happy about this one, because it's the Atomic Grape. You can kind of see through it, I think. I'm pretty sure it's Atomic Grape, something like that, or Electric Grape or something like that. There you have it. Finally got some video games, and got a couple other cool things too. FUT, some Halloween McDonald's plates. Yeah, not too bad. Alright everybody, what'd you guys get? How's your weekend? Any good yard sales? I am going out to the drive-in tonight. Alright everybody, breathe deep of the night. I'll see you guys soon. Bye.